Joshua Landis joins us now from Norman, Oklahoma. He's the director of the Center for Middle East Studies at the University of Oklahoma. So, Joshua, first we had the pagers, now the walkie-talkies. This took a lot of people by surprise. Could we see something more?
Yes, well, this is a major blow to Hezbollah, and it is going to it's going to damage Hezbollah's reputation and Nasrallah's, the leader of Hezbollah's reputation, severely. Hezbollah had a reputation for being a very capable and well-organized and well-oiled machine. It was the only Arab militia that was able to force Israel to get out of Lebanon and then survive in 2006 in a long and bloody conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. But today, the organization looks chaotic, it looks weak. This is going to sow a lot of a disunity within the ranks of Hezbollah as people begin to point fingers at each other and wonder why the leadership has failed them so badly.
Yeah, we heard security breach there, Israel declaring a new phase of war. How does this change the calculus of a potentially wider regional conflict? Because there seemed to be some sense of de-escalation in the region with the ceasefire discussions resuming, and you had those recent assassinations in Iran and Syria. So how does this change all of that?
Well, it's quite clear that both Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, and the Iranians are saying that they're going to seek revenge. But how they do it is the big question mark. And we've seen already that they do not, neither one of them wants to escalate, because escalation towards a high technology war where Israel can use its F-35s and this super technology that it's gotten from the United States will put both Hezbollah and Iran at a great disadvantage. Iran and Hezbollah have been able to arm wrestle with Israel as long as it's at a low-grade warfare. But as soon as it escalates to super jets and big missiles and so forth, Israel is going to have a distinct advantage. And that is a problem. That's a problem for both of them, because how can they defeat Israel in that kind of a tit-for-tat war? I don't think they can. They're going to look for other means, my bet is.
Yeah, that being said, what do you make of the timing of these incidents with the pagers and the walkie-talkies in Lebanon? I mean, were they meant to happen? And there's a lot of questions about the timing of it all.
Well, a lot of experts have been saying that it was a lose it or use it situation, that Israel feared that Hezbollah operatives were beginning to figure out that these pagers might have been infiltrated and tampered with, and therefore Israel was worried that if they didn't use them, the whole system could have been brought down. So that seems to be the going narrative today in the newspapers, and that's what intelligence people are saying. But we'll have to have further investigation to find out the real truth of this.
And here we are now, almost a year since Hamas's attack on Israel. I mean, we're only a few weeks away. Any thoughts on that? And is there any consideration that it is really, this conflict has lasted this long?
Well, the conflict has lasted for a long time, and Israel is really under very little pressure to stop. The United States says it's pressuring Israel, but it has done nothing. And this attack on Hezbollah is only going to encourage Israelis to continue to fight, because they have such an upper hand, and they've been doing so well that they can smash their opponents, smash the Palestinians, smash Hezbollah, and defend effectively against Iranian missiles. And this, I think, will encourage the Prime Minister to continue with his attacks and to try to further degrade Hezbollah and other non-state actors in the region.
Joshua Landis, thank you for your insight. We appreciate you joining us from Norman, Oklahoma.
Pleasure.